Okay, so welcome to everyone who is watching this in the future. This is our Confident Content is Queen Twerk After Work instructor training, the first one of the year with the new team, and I am so excited to get into this session with you today. Like I said earlier, not everyone made it into the 2022 team, but all of you have remained consistent and dedicated to Twerk After Work. So I'm so excited to talk more about what we have in store for this year and where you can all support. But before we get into that, it's 2022 already. We literally have been in a pandemic now for, I don't even know, 2 years, 3 years, 2 decades. It feels like so long. Let's do a super quick vibe check. So let me know in the chat from 1 to 10, how are you feeling, Queen? 1 is like, oh my gosh, I'm so worn out, I can't even deal. 10 is like, woo, bouncing off the walls. And then 5 is like, I'm doing all right, nothing crazy. It's only February. So let me know in the chat how you are feeling. Let's do a quick vibe check. All right, so 9.99, yes, I love it. 9, 7.5, 8. You guys doing decimal places are actually so extra. I'm gonna ask a few of you why you chose the number you chose. The first person who stands out to me is Jay, because she put 8.8888. So Jay, turn on your mic, turn on your video. Tell us, why are you feeling 8.888 right now?
Hello, can you see and hear me? Sorry, I'm on my phone. I feel like Zoom on phone is just so shit. I don't know if you can see or hear me.
We can, yes, we can. Hold on, let me add you to Spotlight. Spotlight, there we go. Yes,
hello. Hi, sorry, I'm trying to switch from my phone to my laptop now that I'm home. I just got home like 1 minute ago. But anyway, I put 8.88 because I'm feeling good. I feel like I haven't actually hit my full stride for the year yet. So that last 10% is coming. I know it's coming. I feel better every day as this year goes by. But I'm also a little tired. I'm puppy sitting. Look at this little bastard.
Oh,
just stressing me out. Simba, come. Let him see you.
That's the sign you should get a dog, Jay.
See this dog. Oh, he's like 6 months old and not trained. It's actually ridiculous.
That's actually wild.
Yeah, he's one of my clients' dogs. So he's with me for the next 4 weeks. So we're going to get him trained. That's for sure. For sure. But yeah, that took a little 0.12%. That's why it was 8.88.
8.888. Well, thank you so much for sharing. We're glad you're still top, making it better each day. Do you want to choose someone else's vibe check? Who do you see in the chat that's giving you a vibe check you want to know about?
I want to know what is going on with Lapri because her content has been, I've just been watching videos of her on repeat all week, like a total creep. So yeah, I want to know what's going on in her world.
I think Lapri can only type. So you're going to type it for us, Lapri, or can you go on sound? Yeah, okay. Lapri's going to type for us why she's feeling, what was Lapri feeling? 8? I'll still spotlight your video though so we can see you. Replace.
I'm going to say it quickly before they kick me out. Okay, I think I set my goals in December. Can you hear me, yeah? I set my goals in December, and this year is all about execution and just getting it done, no matter what. So I think I'm a 1,000. I'm 1,000 right now because of planning. That's why I'm feeling so happy for this year.
Yay! Round of applause, Lapri. That's amazing. Congratulations. Let's hear from one more person. Who should we go to next, Lapri?
Na 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 na.
Hello. So I'm a 9.9. I would have put 10, but I went back to work today, so it was like, so it took off the 0.1. But I'm a 9.9 because I spent some time at the end of the year last year just trying to figure out like what makes me happy and what brings me joy and what fills my cup. And I've figured it out, and I've really pushed back at the start of this year on some commitments that I thought I had to do, but then I realized I don't actually have to do them, and I don't owe anyone any of my time. So I pushed back and I was just like, no, this isn't happening. No, I don't want to do that. No. And it's just helped kind of reshift my energy. And yeah, and I I feel good. I feel good. Plus, I had a very sexy, romantic Valentine's Day away, get away. So it was very good.
Yeah, so you're really on top of the world. Yes, thank you, Nana. And thank you for taking over our Twerk After Work Instagram stories right now. They are doing amazing. And you know what? I really resonated with what you said about, boundaries and things like that this year. I feel like let me add myself a spotlight. I feel like 2022, especially for me and my personal journey, is all about really putting in intentional boundaries in place. Because, 2 years we were in a pandemic, stuck at home. We got to see who was really there for us, who really wasn't, whether work was there for us, relationships, whatever. And it's so important that we implement those boundaries. So if you are ready to implement boundaries this year, whether it's with job, work, career, or relationships, put a 1 in the chat and let me know if you're ready to, use that throat chakra and say what you've got to say, whether people like it or not. Because listen, we suffered. It's time to just speak up and say it how it is unapologetically. And that's exactly why I wanted to come together, have this meeting today so I can be as transparent and open and honest with you all, and we can just have a beautiful 2022 together. So thanks for the vibe check. I'm loving how we're all meeting each other at the same vibe. And that's one of the reasons why I wanted to make sure that we had a new group, like create a new group, create new meetings, create new schedules, because it's about the energy that we bring. If we're all bringing 9.99, 8.88, 1,000% energy, then we're gonna feel it. We're gonna bounce off of each other. And that's the most important thing for us this year is energy and just continuing to hype up our team because we're killing it, okay? So big up yourself. So today's agenda is really, really simple. I will do my best not to go over time. And we are starting off the agenda with We Are Family. So we're just gonna have a super quick recap on how we flourished over the 24 months during a global pandemic. And I'll open it up to the floor to see if anyone has any special Twerk After Work moments from the pandemic that they wanted to share. Point number 2 that we're gonna get to is the basics. So literally just going over what we want to get up to this year, keeping it as simple as possible with content and prioritizing the Twerk After Work on-demand launch, which I've had the seed planted since I don't even know how long I've had the seed planted, way before anyone was even an instructor. I've had the seed planted and I feel like this year is finally the year to execute and get it done. I'll talk about that more later. And point number 3 is content is queen. So we have a little video from our TikTok intern, Elizabeth. She's the one who runs our TikTok page, and she's gonna tell us a little bit about her 5 tips of creating good content. And then also I'm gonna show you how to create really simple, really effective reels that will guarantee that you'll be accepted as a collaborative post with Twerk After Work. And then last but not least, we are going to get into the roadmap for the next 6 months of Twerk After Work, content creator community, and obviously being the incredible instructors that we are. So 4 things, let's break it down. Let's start off really simple and just go straight into the wins of the past year, 12 months. I just did the wins of the past panoramic, to be honest. I just did the whole thing. It's been one whole long 1 year. So I want to start off with saying thank you so much to everyone who participated in the online classes, who did the live Zooms. Literally, when everyone was at home moody, we were lifting up their spirits with these twerk classes. Like, I know some of you were even students in the twerk classes and now you've graduated to instructors. And it's just like, we literally made people feel so much joy, so much good health about themselves, so much confidence in a time where the world was literally suppressing that and telling you not to prioritize that. So big up yourselves, because we hosted over 800 online classes and we made thousands and thousands of women and people feel so good about themselves during the pandemic. So big up yourselves for that, Queens. In London, we partnered with Nike London Experiences. So big shout out to Jennifer in London, who was teaching most of those classes. And we do have some more exciting things in store, especially for March with Nike. So I will keep you all posted, but just my London Queens, keep a few days in March free because you might just be catching me in London City. And also we launched the world's first twerk retreat. So I know I mentioned to all of you that, you know, some of you who applied, that we would actually leave your applications and save them for the instructor retreat, because I would love if we could have an instructor retreat next year. So if you would be down for an instructor retreat next year, just type yes in the chat, let me know. And if you have any specific months in mind that you would want it, let me know. I'm thinking in the summertime, somewhere in Europe, so it can be a little bit more affordable for everyone. I would love to do an instructor retreat next year. So if you're interested in helping plan that, hit me up. And something that really is so close to my heart that we did last year is majority of us took our first official twerk break. Like, put your hand up if you took a twerk break last year. Keep your hand up if you took a twerk break. Yes, beautiful. And that's what I love to see, because at the end of the day, if we're not pouring into our own cups, like how exactly are we going to pour into others? Just pouring from an empty cup. So I'm so proud of us for doing that. And I highly encourage you to keep taking twerk breaks, keep prioritizing your mental health. And then we also raised over £2,000 for Young Women's Trust. Remember the twerkathon we had, 12 hours. We were twerking on live on IG. Literally, it was from, I think, from my 12 to my 12, and then it was from your 6 to your 6, something like that. But it was incredible. And we had such an amazing response for that. And I really wished we could do something like that this year. However, we are going to be taking a break from the International Women's Day twerkathon live this year, just because I think we've done it 3 or 4 years in a row now, and I feel like we really need to pour into ourselves and our brand at this time, and then when we're back up, we can go pour in again and do it again next year. And the thing that amazes me about this team is that we did this all with love. Like, literally, we all just came on from the deepest depth of our hearts to like share whatever we could with ourselves. Because I know me personally, sometimes before classes, I would not be having a good day. I'd be so sad, and I'd literally just bring up that last little bit of joy I had in my heart for these queens and just share that community, and we got poured back into as well. So thank you so much for doing that, queens, and thank you for being so heart-centered and literally doing what you're doing, but with love. So thanks, love you guys. Next, we're gonna jump into some tips for content. Oh, what's this? Some tips for creating good content. So I want to make sure that my screen sharing is also with sound. So let me just re-share my screen so that you can see. So Elizabeth, she is our TikTok intern. She's been interning with. She made this video for us for 5 tips of creating great content on TikTok. Just super simple, really easy, because what we're prioritizing this year, like I said, is 100% good content, great content actually, because what that does is it puts us at a level above literally everyone else, because we're prioritizing what brands are looking at right now, where all the people who are going to join your classes are looking at right now, where corporations are looking at. We are literally at the forefront. Because of the pandemic, so many more people are online now. I don't know if you've noticed, but is it just me or is everyone creating a reel now? Grandmas, uncles, cousins, literally people who I didn't even know had Instagram are creating reels. So it's an extremely noisy place. So in order to cut through that noise and be as successful as possible, we have to be very intentional and confident with the content that we are creating, because let's be honest, people love us. Look at us. Just take a moment to look at yourself right now. People love us. Why would they not? So it's so important that the content that we're creating is helping people, but also looks top notch as well. So let's hear from our beautiful queen, Elizabeth. Give her all the love. I think she's 19 or 20.
Hi everyone, for those who don't know me, my name is Elizabeth and I run the account on TikTok for Twerk After Work. So Bami's kindly asked me to share a few tips when creating content. First of all, I just want to say that everyone is doing amazingly well and I'm enjoying everyone's videos. So here are my 5 top tips when creating content. Number 1, good lighting and clear background. Because the focus is just on you, this will then make the quality of the video so much better. Number 2, clothing. Make sure you wear appropriate clothing when you do your videos, because on guidelines for TikTok, it's so much stricter than Instagram, for example. Number 3, text. When you have your text, make sure it's in big, bold writing so it keeps everyone engaged. Number 4 is short videos. When doing your videos, make sure it's concise, because the shorter the videos, the better it is, because everyone's attention spans on TikTok is so short. And number 5, creativity. Let your creativity flow. Whatever it is that you want to show us, just make sure you know how to keep everyone engaged. So I hope these 5 top tips have helped everyone. And thank you so much for making my job so much easier and enjoyable. And on that note, goodbye.
Oh, can we give a round of applause for Elizabeth, the intern, please? I think she's doing great. She's doing absolutely incredible. So when you watch the replay, Elizabeth, thank you for getting us to over 12,000 followers on TikTok in under a year. You are absolutely killing it. So you heard her. First thing is lighting. No dark, bad lighting. And please, please, no filters. Take off Beautify, take off all the filters. We just want to see your
Hi
beautiful,
everyone, for those who don't know,
we just want to see your beautiful natural face. Like if you can literally put your phone in front of a window, that's the best way to get people to kind of understand who you are type of thing, because they're actually seeing you in clear HD vision. Like you see me today, I'm shining on the call because I put myself right in front of the window, in front of the lighting. We want to be able to see you on those TikTok videos, but we're going to get a little bit deeper on how to actually create reels specifically for the Twerk After Work page. But give me a thumbs up if so far everyone is following along, okay? Yeah? Okay, perfect. So let's go ahead and move on to Confident Content is Queen all 2022. So as you know, we've been doing our Because Confidence is Queen courses. And the reason why I developed the courses and gave it that name is because I truly believe that when you have confidence, you're a queen, regardless of what you look like, your sexual orientation, regardless of your income level. Like when you step in somewhere with confidence, you are a queen. And I want us to be able to step into the world via using social media with confident content to be queens all 2022 and beyond. Like I seriously see us coming together as a collective and being one of the top content producing twerk brands in the world, because why not? So first of all, these are our key focuses. So literally, I'm keeping it so simple. We just have 4 areas. If you put your content in one of these 4 areas, you're going to kill it. Does anyone notice, if you just go on the Twerk After Work page now, which content do you think that I have been putting myself in mostly with the 4 of these buckets? If you look at these buckets, where do you see that the content I've been posting with, you know, the Afrobeats whining challenge and stuff? Let me know in the chat, where do you think I've mainly been putting myself as a content creator? I'm loving the comments in the chat. I don't read them when I'm presenting because I get distracted. Collaborative tutorials, yes. Okay, queens, you have been watching. And that's why I really wanted to spend all my time before this meeting, making sure that I was creating confident content to show you that it can be done. I literally only started this a month ago, creating these tutorials. Literally, I just decided, okay, I'm gonna start creating batch content, 4 or 5 videos in a week. And I've just been slowly putting them out to the gram, and they have been doing extremely well because people want to learn from us. People don't just want to see us and see that we can twerk. It's like, okay, cool. They want to know, how can I do that? How can I twerk like Jazzy? How can I move to Ghana like how Jay did and twerk and have my own business? Do you know what I mean? Everyone wants to be like us. That's why they're watching the videos. So it's so important that before you create content, instead of thinking I'm just going to dance, ride it like a rodeo in front of the screen, think about, how can I teach people something from this? How can I teach them how to wind their waist? How can I teach them how to, I don't know, lose weight through twerking? Whatever resonates with you, you can choose your niche within that. I personally chose Afrobeats because I love Afrobeats. Like, I'm Nigerian, Afrobeats lives within me. So that's why I chose Afrobeats. But if you like reggaeton, if you like dembow, if you like salsa, if you like Christian music, I'm sure Jesus wouldn't mind if you twerk to his songs, okay? So do what you gotta do for you. So that's the priority bucket that we're working on, is tutorials. So the more tutorials you send, the better things go. Second is promote yourself. So in order to attend your event, so I know that Jay had a Galentine's event, I know that also Shivy had a Galentine's event. In order to attend it, we need to know it's happening. And reels are the fastest way to spread that information. So what you can do is you can combine a twerk tutorial, hey, here's how to twerk, and at the end, you can put, want to learn more? Join my Because Confidence Queen is course. You always want to promote yourself after, not just giving away the content for free without, you know, giving them a little something too. Next up, we have some inspirational stories. Oh, these are actually all clickable links. So I'll show you examples after of what I mean by each one of them. So inspirational stories. So that content is either showing you going from A to B. Nana does this extremely well. If you follow Nana on TikTok, she always posts, this was me doing Samba 6 months ago. This is me doing Samba now, like literally performing. And some of those have actually gone viral because people love to see you going from A to B. And it's like, oh, if she can do it, I can do it too. And you can also do it in a funny way. Like if you want to make your inspirational story in one of those funny viral sounds, you could also do that too. And then the fourth bucket, which I think is the most important one, is collaborate with the team. Collaborate on your content with Follow Twerk Queens. Just because we all live in different parts of the world, it doesn't mean that we can't collaborate. Recently, I did the Afrobeats whining challenge where we got banned on TikTok for a few days because I wasn't wearing a shirt and my boob was at the side anyway. And that was okay on Instagram. And Jennifer did a video of her whining down too. Those two, she edited the two videos together and we posted them on the page. So even if there's a routine that you see on the Mighty Networks app that you like, you can actually just take the video of myself or Jay dancing, put it next to you, and there you go, you have some content. Shanti has a question. Shanti, turn on your mic, take it over.
Hi, do y'all hear me? Yeah? Okay, I have a question because we're all talking about like TikTok as well. Am I the only queen that's not on TikTok?
Type in the chat.
Like really important.
Put in the chat if you're currently on TikTok. Just let us know if you're a TikToker or you're not a TikToker. I'm on TikTok, personally. Yeah, get on TikTok, Shanti. I have one test things. I love TikTok.
Okay. Okay, cool. Well, good to know because I was like, I don't know. I have no idea. I was like, I really like Instagram. My little sister sends me TikToks and yeah, okay, but let me get on it then.
Yes, download it. I think, you know what, I was the same. I was the same, like before, I thought, oh, you know, TikTok's for kids, blah, blah, blah. But then as soon as we started with Elizabeth, the intern, now we have more followers on TikTok than on Instagram that we've been working on for years. I'm like, okay, there's some potential here. So I think it's just like, give yourself a chance, why not? TikTok downloader app, yes, I will share it. It is called snaptik.app, I believe. Let me put it right here. Here we go. I'm gonna show you a few of, oh, hello. We good? Okay, cool. So I'm going to show you the examples. Can you still see this other screen? Yes? No? Yeah? Okay, perfect. So this is a great example of a tutorial. This is actually our most liked video of the year. The reason is because, let me refresh. The reason it's our most is because see the cover photo, it says step-by-step tutorial, please. People really like when you put in a reply to someone else's comment because it just seems a bit more relatable. So that's a great example of a tutorial. For promoting yourself, here's the example of Jennifer. She's telling us what we're gonna learn at the 4-week twerk course. It's great, she has a nice clean background, amazing lighting. She's promoting Twerk After Work, showing us exactly what we are gonna learn. Now it's really important, don't get discouraged by these type of posts because these type of posts you might get less likes on and less comments, but these are the posts where people are actually gonna go and message you and say, hey, I'm interested and I wanna join your twerk course. So yeah, have a nice balance between being funny and being viral and also letting people know what you're doing. Then we have Nana. This was a really nice inspirational post, letting us know the things that she's gained from twerking. What was really good is it was combined with a viral audio at the same time. And she's also promoting that, you know, she's a Twerk After Work instructor. And then a collaborative post. We have Kira and we have Jay. So when Jay came to London and did her last London class, her and Kira, collaborated and said, you know what, let's go ahead and do a little collab hip hop with Jay and guest warm up from Kira. And I really liked that. I think that was cool. You know, we're supporting each other, even if you can't do the whole class, like, you know, let someone do a warm up. And I've noticed in London, we've had Atineri, who is our newest instructor, actually. Can we actually take a moment to just give a round of applause and a welcome to Atineri? Are you on video? I don't know if you can go on video, but let's give a round of applause.
My camera is not working.
Oh, well,
because look, like I think I'm having issues with my camera, see?
Oh, well, do you want to introduce yourself? I'll go on your Instagram so they can see your face.
Oh, wow. Hey girls, so with some of you I already twerk, when I started, and well, then after in the pandemic, I wasn't doing it really. And then I just came back, and I'm so grateful to be here.
Oh, we're so happy to have you. Can you turn on your mics and give some A to Atineri? Welcome.
Hey, welcome.
Can we just look at this video for a second? Let's see. Hey, yes.
Oh my
get it.
God.
Get it. They're not ready for you, babes. So congratulations.
I was shouting and now the dog wants in. He's like, what's going on?
The excitement is too much. All right, Queens, I was very proud of myself. I was very proud of myself creating this video yesterday. You literally should just call me Gen Z. I made a reel of a reel, like, please. My technology skills are just advancing. So this is how to create content that converts by your sexy founder, Bami Kate. This is just showing you exactly how, very simply, step by step, how you're going to be able to create a reel that is going to be collaborative and automatically approved to be on the Twerk After Work page. Literally, I condensed it into 34 seconds. You ready?
Welcome, Queens. This is how you create content that converts. All right. Step 1, find a trending audio. Step 2, you're going to want to choose a video that goes to the song or film yourself directly live in the app. Right after that, you're going to choose a second font from the left. I don't know the name. And then click that color picker and match the color to the video so it looks all aesthetic. Then step 4, make a beautiful cover photo. You can literally choose a cute picture of yourself and make that in Instagram stories and save that. Then add a catchy caption and then go ahead and invite us as collaborators. Listen, confident content is queen.
Listen, Queens, we've got this. Put a thumbs up if you think that we've got this. Yay, get it. We've got this. Like, come on, it's so simple. Yes, Jay, speak to the people then.
Actually a question. So when it comes to the sounds, I usually just do reels with sounds and then text over thing. But are videos as popular on Instagram as they are on TikTok? Because I feel like on TikTok, people really like to do the VO thing, but I haven't really seen a lot of people actually using that feature on Instagram yet.
Voiceover.
Yeah. And like, if you do voiceover, can you still have music and a voiceover?
Yes, so this was me creating the video, doing that with the voiceover. But I think for the beginner level, like if you're a beginner content creator, don't use voiceover. Just literally do what I did here and create the video and put text instead of voiceover. If you're a pro, then please go ahead and use voiceover. Just click the music button and then you're going to be able to use, like if you have headphones, use the microphone in your headphones and do voiceovers. Like for the step-by-step tutorials, I usually will do a voiceover. But if it's like a twerk workout, I won't usually do a voiceover, but I do think it's really good to do voiceovers if you have the technology. It's being
that makes sense.
And thanks, Nana, for putting that in there. Nana's actually a social media manager full-time. So Nana, I know I'm putting you on the spot, but is there anything you can say as well to encourage that we may have missed? If you don't mind putting on your mic, just really quickly, a couple things.
So Kiara's having a shower and I'm about to wash her hair, so I'm multitasking big time here. But basically, with TikTok, they're very big on pushing or basically ticking a lot of boxes. So if your content meets all the different kind of accessibility requirements so if you think, so if you always think about designing, when you design your content, always have it in mind that it's not for you. So if you can see the text and, well, how do they say it? So if you can see the text, so like, that's good, but other people might not be able to see the text. So think about it for someone who's not sighted, who's hard of hearing, they want to make the content that they like to push the most is the one that's kind of all round accessible. So that's why they like voiceovers, because it's great to have text, but if you're hard of hearing, then you won't be able to kind of, not hard of hearing, if you're visually impaired, then to kind of experience TikTok will be really difficult for you. Without a voiceover, you'll just hear the sound and you won't be able to get that message across. So just always think about that and try and have that when you put your content together. Some of the best performing bits of content for my work account has been the ones that have tried to tick as many accessibility points as possible. So it's just something to always try and bear in mind. I reckon eventually Instagram will realise that they'll realise that, and you can see why they've added. So the feature of, you know, they didn't have that feature of voiceover before, and now they have that feature. So they're always kind of slightly behind TikTok, but that is, accessibility is a massive thing for TikTok's agenda this year. So just kind of have that in mind when you're creating content.
That's amazing. Thank you, Nana. And that makes so much sense because obviously we want to reach as many people as possible too, right? So definitely use voiceovers if you can. Shanti, you have a question for me or Nana?
Yeah, for you both actually, because I always see you guys having like either stories or something with sorry, this is kind of selling something, but with basically like subtitles on everything you guys are saying. I think I don't have that feature in the Netherlands on my Instagram. Is that possible? I don't have that.
So yeah, it's possible you don't have the feature because as I travel around, it gets taken away. So like when I'm in Mexico, I don't have the feature, but then when I'm back in the UK, I have the feature. So yeah, you might just not have it either depending on your location or where you like registered with Instagram. So what you can do is you just have to type it out. That's what I've been doing recently, just typing out a synopsis of what I'm saying, pretty much. Yeah. Does anyone else have any other questions?
Doing anything else, not the location.
I think you cut out there, Shanti, so I didn't hear your question, but type it if you need to. If anyone else has any questions, let me know, but I think it's pretty straightforward stuff. So let's move on. So this is a confident content queen caption bank that I created for you all, because in my head, I was just thinking about all the objections that you should say. I don't have a good camera. I don't have good lighting. I don't know what caption to put. I don't have any ideas. Here are your ideas. So feel free to screenshot this, take a picture. You'll all get this as well via email, the recording, so you can take a picture then. But here are 12 easy caption starters that will help you to create converting captions really, really fast. Just because sometimes it can be hard to think about what am I gonna do for this video. I would say a way to cheat and be able to make content just as fast as possible right now is to take a viral sound, take a video that you already have that's in clear lighting and that you can see yourself just, I don't know, maybe you're just dancing around your room in the Grand Rising, who knows? Just put that with the viral sound and then add one of these beautiful captions, like 3 things you need to know about twerking, or 3 myths that you can dispel about twerking, whatever you think. And then as you're dancing, you put number 1, this, number 2, this, number 3, this. And as Nana said, add the voiceover then, say number 1, number 2, number 3, reading out what you've typed. That is the fastest way to just create content. But of course, the best way is to match it with the sound. But if you just want to get content out there fast, that's going to help people, is great. Don't use fancy fonts. Oh, thank you. Thanks for that. Nah. Don't use fancy fonts, just use a simple one. So it's the simple one that we chose. Is that one good, Nana? The second one from the left, it's like the big, thick font. That is our Instagram font. So
yeah,
that's the one? Okay, perfect.
Yeah. And also just in your captions, because I know that sometimes people, you know, when you post your video and you write your caption copy, some people like to choose like fancy italic fonts to make it stand out but don't use those because they're actually read as screen readers as numbers. So they're not actually read out to people as what the word is. It's read out as code, binary code. So just use I know Gillian's like, I can't remember. So just use the font, plain font, because that is what people want to see and that's what people will get, and Instagram will push that.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Nana. All right, so Queens, this is your captions that you can use. 100% of these, feel free to use them today, tomorrow, every single day. And remember that you can do things in parts. I don't know if you've noticed, but we've been doing series now of videos. So it's like Afrobeats Whining Challenge, part 1 of 3. What that means is you can wear the same outfit and film yourself doing the same thing to different songs really, really quickly and easily. And then all you have to do is edit them, part 1, part 2, part 3. Just make it super, super simple for yourself. Please can you put a yes in the chat if you would be interested in bringing back the content creation power hours. I remember last year we had the power hours where we'd come on Zoom and we'd all just work on our own content while we had it in the background. I feel like weekly was a bit too much to ask from myself and all of you, but maybe we can think about monthly. Let me get my pen and jot this down. Monthly content creation power hours where you just jump on and you just create. And maybe we can have a theme like, you know, tutorials for twerking or funny videos. Monthly would be great. Okay, cool. I will schedule that in. This is my action item. All right, so what's next? We spoke about what we're doing, where we've been. We're talking about what we're doing right now, which is being confident content queens, but what is exactly next for Twerk After Work? So let's just really quickly go through this. So March/April, that's when the new year really starts para mí. Collaborate your posts with Twerk After Work or send your videos to us via DM. That is our main priority. We want to get as many posts as possible up on the page. I want to create a content queen team. So this is going to be a team of us from within this group who are really pushing forth the content. The main thing that I would need is 4 videos per month. So if you feel like you can commit to 4 videos per month, 4 reels per month, then I would love for you to join our content queen team. I'm just looking for about 5-6 people to join that, and we'll just be really focused on pushing content and making sure that we're kind of motivating the rest of the team. And we'll always feed back to you and let you know what the viral sounds are and stuff like that. But I'm looking for about 5-6 people who are committed and want to be part of that, at least for just a 2 months, 8 weeks period. Apply for Twerk After Work on Demand. I don't have too much information about Twerk After Work on Demand just yet, but all I know is that we need to get started. So feel free to apply. I'll send the link and everything over after this. Weddings are back. So feel free to start promoting that you can host hen parties. We also host hen parties through Twerk After Work officially on the Bam Bam Boogie website. So you can either send them there or arrange it on your own if they're in your local country. But remember, people love a twerk hen party. So definitely start pushing those. May/June is Gemini season. Gang, gang, where my Geminis at? Hey, so I'm feeling generous. So for the whole of Gemini season, May and June, if you refer someone to do the Twerk After Work training, which is now 100% online, all they do is buy it and they get it the same day. As soon as they sign up for it, you get £100. So if you know someone who you think would be a great instructor, go ahead and refer them in Gemini season and you will get double. The usual bonus is £50. You're going to get double in Gemini season, £100. Let's grow this awesome team. And June 5th is my birthday party. So I would love for you all to come. I'm going to be hosting a bottomless twerk brunch in London, in Clapham. If you were at the last time when I had a party, a twerk party in 2019 in London, it was crazy. We have DJ Keisha G coming again. Like, this is going to be so lit. So come to that if you can book flights. And I would love to also, while I'm in London, I would love to do a content day with the European UK gals. So we could also turn this into a mini retreat. So if you're interested, let me know. Otherwise, we'll definitely do a content day. July, August, we want to be able to launch the Twerk After Work On Demand series, have our first open day, Twerk After Work, virtually day of free classes, and applications will open for the Twerk After Work Master Trainer program. I don't have too much information about the things towards July and August yet, but when we do check in again, I'm sure I have more information. I just wanted to plant the seed with you all. So thank you so much, everyone, for tuning into this training. I wanted to open up the floor now for any thoughts, any Q&A on maybe the things that we discussed with what's next, any questions about the Content Queen Team program or tips for content. Just going to open up the floor. You know, don't all feel...
I've just got a point on what Jay wrote about the dance challenge. And I think that basically, Jay, if you want to do a dance challenge, then if you do it, but then we have to commit to helping you push it out, if that makes sense, because people aren't going to catch onto it if people aren't seeing it. So if you're committed to doing a dance challenge, then you tell us when, when you're going to do it, and we all have to commit to helping you push it out. So we would do the challenge with you, or we can, you know, do a duet with you or whatever else. So I think that it kind of needs us to help you push it out, because you're not going to get there by yourself. We need to help lift your content and spread it wide. So I'm totally up for support. I don't want to ever make my own dance challenge, but I'm happy to take part in other people's dance. I'm happy to take part in other people's dance challenges. I've just got some new twerk shorts. I'm there for you, girl. I will do it.
Amazing. Yeah, that would be sick. That was literally what I was going to ask, like, because I think the ones that go best is when like you put it out and then very quickly there are at least a few other videos of people doing it. Then you can share like tutorials and stuff.
Yeah.
So if I were to send you guys, even if I send it to you guys before I actually post it, give you guys like a week, so that as soon as I post it, within like 48 hours, we can have a few extra ones up there. I think that would be sick. And then I'm happy to collaborate with anyone and everyone. I just got to figure out what the prizes are. But yeah, I basically just realized the other day that I'm on 3,000 followers and I've never actually done something to celebrate growing this little community. I still don't really know why people follow me. I don't know what they're there for, but they're enjoying themselves.
There
So
for that ass.
I'm gonna start making more purposeful content, but I do want to celebrate with the people that have been following me and give away some freebies, maybe 3 classes or maybe 3 prizes of some sort for my 3,000. So yeah, then I'll get to 4,000 and then I'll book a flight to London just to come for a photo shoot with you guys, because I don't want to miss it again. I missed the last one. I was so sad. So yeah. I'm really just trying to get my money up so that I can like do extra trips to London just to twerk, which would be great, because I had such a good time last time, especially having some of you in my classes, especially being able to collaborate with some of you. It was so sick. So I want to come back and do that again.
Aww.
So I'll share with you guys when I figure out what idea I actually want to do for this dance challenge. I need to find a song and then a concept. But yeah, it would be great if you guys can support, and I will do the same for anyone in here if you make one, so long as there's no footwork, because that one still not coming, and I'm just waiting for that to die out because it's
Are you
too
trying
much.
to talk to me? Yeah.
I
Are
feel
you
like
trying to
it's
talk
been
to
red.
me?
Lafree has been red.
I told you that.
You're so welcome. I just want to say a quick goodbye to everyone who's watching this on the replay, the recording. Everyone, you want to say bye to everyone? Bye. Thanks so much for watching us in the
Bye.
future.
Ciao.